I'm going to show you how to install a DC to DC charger in your van. First of all, we're gonna plug the charger to your car battery. What you need to do is connect the charger input to the positive and negative wire on your car battery. To do so, you will generally need a 60mm electrical wire. You can get the size of the wire you need by taking the max amps your charger can draw and the distance it will need to travel. You can make a simulation thanks to this website, which is in the description box below. Once you know the wire size you need to check the lug size. So on my car it was an M6 lug for a 60mm wire. And then you can screw them down to the battery once you have crimped the lugs and place the heat shrink tubing. Before connecting the charger to the battery, you will need to add a breaker or fuse on the positive wire. In my case, I used a 80 amps fuse for a 60 amps charger. The lugs I needed to use were still M6. The link of the breaker is in the description box below. Once you have connected the wires from the battery to your charger, you will need to plug a new wire from the fuse panel of your car to the charger. This will allow the charger to power on only when the car is running. To do so, I check the fuse box layout of my car and choose a fuse that is connected to a circuit that only powers on when the car is started. I use the AC control cruise control fuse. Once you know which fuse to use, plug a fuse bypass to connect a 1.5mm or less wire from this bypass to the charger. I protected my wire with a 5 amps fuse. That was the smallest one I got, so I don't know how many amps actually go through the wire. On the fuse bypass, the original fuse is the one which is closest to the fuse panel or the front of the car in a Fiat Ducato. In this second part, we'll see how to plug the charger to the lithium battery. So from the output of the charger, connect the positive and negative wire and add a fuse or a breaker to the positive wire like you already did on the car to the charger positive wire. And then check the lugs of the lithium battery and connect them on the other end of the positive and negative wires. The lugs on my battery were M8. And one more little tip for the charger, because it can depend on what kind of charger you have. But in order to tell the charger that it's charging a lithium battery or something else, you may need to flip a pin on the back panel of the charger like I did. So everything you need to know about this should be disclosed in the charger documentation. If you have any other questions, feel free to ask them below, and please share and like this video.